from Numancia, Aklan in Western Visayas in the Philippines. Hope everyone is having a good day wherever you are watching. Hopefully everyone's having a good day. Just getting my day started here. Already took Leanna to school. Today is Monday here. Leanna, she has flag ceremony here on Mondays. She has also cleaners. She also is a cleaner today. So what cleaner means is she has to get to school early so she can clean the classroom, make sure the blackboard is clean, like the erasers, get all the chalks ready, chairs all lined up. They got to dust the window sills, and then outside of her classroom they have to clean. She's in charge of her cleaners group. There's like 6 of them, I think 6 or 7 of them, and she's the leader of her cleaners group. And then after she does the cleaning, 7:30 they all have to be there's a flag ceremony, big playground area. All the kids from Numancia Integrated School, they're from kindergarten there, elementary school, grades 1 to 6, and then high school, all the way to senior high school. So here in the Philippines, it's not, you know how in the US you have elementary, then junior high, then high school. Here you get 6 years of elementary, you get 4 years of high school, and then you have 2 years of senior high school. Different dynamic, but pretty much the same. And then on Mondays, every Monday, everybody is encouraged, not required, but encouraged to wear their school uniform, and they do a flag ceremony, a pledge of allegiance to the Philippine flag, and then also they sing the Aklan. Aklan province has an Aklan hymn. It's called a hymn, like a song. And then of course their school song, Numancia Integrated School. They do that. And then after that they even do like maybe 10 minutes of like stretching, little bit of calisthenics, like jumping jacks, knee bend, the kind of things before they go back to the classroom for they start school, before they start the day for school today. All right, good morning, Mayor Bird. Hello, Kuya. Charlie Latz, my good friend in Boston. Lowell. I forgot. I was gonna say, apologize for the sudden cutoff of the live stream yesterday when we were at Rojas City at Veronica Hotel. It's just the hotel. We were using the hotel Wi-Fi, and you know how that goes. The more people join the Wi-Fi, it kind of killed the live stream. But I apologize for that live stream. I'll sub. All right, Penguin. That's all right. You don't have to sub. I don't take orders, Penguin. I'm not a robot. I'm not a robot, Penguin. Michael C, my good friend in Trece Martires in Cavite. Hello, brother Ginno, Steve Farmer. Just curious, how far of a drive is it time-wise to the Canadian Beaver in one direction and Boracay Ferry in the other? All right. The drive, if you're going from the Canadian Beaver all the way to Boracay Island, I'm a slow driver. So from the Canadian Beaver to Caticlan, where you take the ferry, I would say it would take me 3.5 hours. But I know people can make it in 3 hours or below. I know I'm a slow driver, especially on the highways here. I take my time. I'm never in a rush. So better get there in one piece is my thing. I want, especially if I have passengers, I'm careful. So one direction from the Canadian Beaver to Caticlan, about 3 hours, And then the ferry ride from Caticlan to Boracay is 15 minutes. So it's not a bad trip. I've made that trip before. I picked up Jamal when Jamal was staying at Boracay Island. I picked him up from my house here. I drove to Caticlan, picked him up at Caticlan, and took him to the Canadian Beaver. So it's an easy drive for me. I take my time, but the highways here are so easy to drive in because there's not congestion. You might hit congestion like in Calibo. You can even bypass Calibo now because there's a diversion road going to Rojas. You might hit traffic once you get into Rojas City, but not thick. Not thick, not like Manila traffic, not like Cebu City traffic. Rojas City is a city, but it's almost like Calibo. It's not a big city. It's not a big city. No gym today? No, well, of course we're gonna do that. We didn't do the gym Saturday and Sunday, Bond, so we gotta get back on the gym today. Dazzle is still sleeping. She'll wake up around 10, and we'll go to the gym at 11. We kind of switched the first few days we were doing the gym after we dropped off Leanna, but it's too early for Dazzle. She's not used to that time, so we switched it to 11. That way she's awake. She was kind of like a zombie the first couple of days we were working out at 7 a.m. in the gym. So start later. It's not like we were on a schedule. It really was for my friend, and we're gonna pick him up again. My friend, he wants to work out at the gym early, but now he doesn't mind 11 also. I'm having I forgot. I'm having my Copico Blanca here, my coffee with Ginno cup. Copico Blanca, 3-in-1 coffee here in the Philippines. I actually bought this is what I was talking about, the 10-pack. This is like the plastic the bag that it comes in, a 10-pack. I actually bought this yesterday at Robinson's Mall before we left Robinson's Mall. And I noticed it's more expensive there because in Calibo, I can get this for 70 pesos. In Rojas City, because it's a city, that's a city there, I had to pay 92. So 22 pesos more at Rojas City for 10 of my Copico Blanca. I've always known that, I've always known that Calibo, Aklan Province, it's a little cheaper. Pretty much everything you buy. It's a little cheaper in Calibo than when I go, for sure, more, less than when we're in Iloilo City, but also in Rojas City. I just noticed everything that when we're at the mall, Robinson's Mall or SM Mall in Rojas City, everything is just a little bit more expensive. Not much, but it's noticeable for me. Because I'm frugal. I watch every penny. So I'm the one that goes grocery shopping. So I can tell when prices are a little more. But I like it because when we went grocery shopping, there's items that I don't get here in Calibo, like this one right here. I bought this Mission wrap, kind of like, it looks like like a tortilla wrap. They had it there. Not always a brand that I see here at in Calibo. And then when I see these like tortilla, if you notice that one video I made in Calibo, they put it in the refrigerator. So, but in Robinson's Mall, this was not refrigerated. It's just on the shelf, like I would buy in the U.S. So it changes its texture when it's in the refrigerator, or sometimes they even freeze it when it gets to Calibo. So I'm glad I was able to get this. And then also this one, I like this. I always put this on my oatmeal. It's a brand here from, I only see this brand in Robinson. I don't see it here in Calibo. I'm trying to look and see if this product is maybe imported or something. Product of Canada. That's why I don't see it in Calibo. I only see it. It's made by Meadows, dried cranberries. I like this on my oatmeal, and I've never seen them here in Calibo. I can only I can only buy them in Rojas. So every time I'm there, I buy this product. And then a couple of like this French onion dip. I like French onion dip. And then Liana, she likes the cheddar Fritos. I don't. Sometimes they have this in Calibo, but sometimes they don't. And then Dazzle, she likes the Cheetos. Dazzle like the Cheetos puffs. We have the Cheetos, the regular Cheetos, but not the puffs. And Dazzle, she likes this. As you can see, she already opened her Cheetos puffs. And Leanna too. Leanna likes the other one. She likes the crunchy. The crunchy, and she got a bag too, but you know, her bag's almost done. The Cheetos crunchies. I'll do the weather report real quick because I didn't do the weather report yesterday. I failed Vegas Will. Vegas Will always tells me I'm the weatherman. So I did not do the weather yesterday. I apologize, Vegas Will. Today, as of 3 a.m. today, 15th of September, 15th September here, there's a low pressure area 235 kilometers west of San Jose Occidental Mindoro. So that's gonna cause affecting extreme northern Luzon. So Metro Manila, Ilocos region, Central Luzon, cloudy skies with scattered rains and thunderstorms because of the low pressure area. And then the easterlies, the easterly winds is still affecting most of the Philippines. Here today, I'm looking, I did not get to see the sun this morning, no sunrise, maybe a little bit, maybe now it's kind of like trying to break out. Maybe after I do this live stream a little bit, I'll go out there when the sun comes out. Cloudy this morning. Not raining, but cloudy when I took Leanna to school. E6 Charlie, good morning, good afternoon from Southern California. All right, my old stomping grounds, man. I went to high school in Long Beach, California. I'm a 1983, a class of 1983 graduate of Long Beach Wilson. The Bruins, the Fighting Bruins. Yoel, all right. Oh, I don't know what flag that is, man. But that's cool looking flag. It's tiny. The flag is tiny. I can barely see the flags. But thank you for joining the live stream. Yeah, we were talking about the short. Yes, the short bus. Now I get it. I've heard the short bus before, but you know, it's been a while. No worries, my brother. People understand the internet blue. Oh yes, you know, unfortunately, not just the internet blues in the Philippines. Ray, my good friend in Sacramento, California, my brother. Even this regular cell phone, even your regular cell phone signal with Smart and Globe, may be better like in the big cities like Cebu City or Manila. That's the advantage of living in a big city. But in the provinces, like Aklan province, it's hit or miss with data, with like your signal, with Smart or Globe. It doesn't matter because limited towers here. They have to strategically put the cell phone towers because Aklan province, for the most part, a pretty flat area like Calibo, but there's also mountainous area like in Ibahay, Nabas area, even in Malay, even Buruanga has a lot of mountainous areas. So even Boracay Island, you know, cell phone signal is hit or miss there because a lot of mountains in Boracay Island too. And my friend actually told me, I didn't know this, but Boracay didn't have electricity for 2 days. 2 days, the weekend too. The weekend he didn't have electricity Saturday or Sunday. Something happened with the connection from mainland to like Boracay. It's underwater and something happened. That's why they've been pushing. But there's, you know, of course, they've been pushing for the bridge to connect Boracay Island to the mainland. But now it's on hold. The bridge project is on hold. San Miguel Corporation is going to build that bridge to connect mainland to Boracay, because that's one of the problems is the electricity goes underwater and something happens all the time with that. It's like maybe the waves, I don't know, but 2 days. I don't know if they have electricity today, but my friend living in Boracay, he can confirm that he did not have electricity for the past 2 days, Saturday and Sunday. JP, good morning, JP. Steve Farmer, all right. Charlie Latz, morning, JP. Hey, good morning, James and Karen of James and Karen's Adventures. James was on top of the boat, on top of the bangka yesterday, filming yesterday on his satellite, on his he had a battery set up with the Starlink, with the mobile Starlink. Awesome. I didn't catch the whole thing, James, because Dazzle and Leanna, they were still shopping around. They shopped at SM that evening after Lara's party, and then in the morning they didn't have enough time, they said. So we ended up, they shopped at SM in Rojas, and then in the morning they shopped at Robinson's in Rojas. But while they were shopping, I put the live stream because I usually I either try to get coffee or I ate. So I went ahead and I was eating at a pretty good restaurant too. I'll have to go back to that. It's a Japanese restaurant in Robinson's Mall. Oishi Bachoy, Japanese. They even had salmon. I had the gyodon. Gyodon's like my favorite, one of my favorite Japanese dish. It's like rice, shredded beef, tender shredded beef, egg, and then they put the ginger on it. Delicious. I'll have to go back again for that. But I was watching the live stream while I was there. I was even commenting, and James and Karen and Ray was with them. Ray in the Philippines. They were all on the boat, on top of the boat, on the roof. They're not even down below where passengers normally sit. They're like on top of the roof, and he was filming. He even caught I guess it's that boat was like a shipment of San Miguel beer. It's like I've got cases and cases of beer on that boat. So just in case the boat broke down, they had beer. They had beer. They have beer on the boat. But looks so much fun, brother. Looks so much fun, James. So happy for you. I know you get excited about that. I saw when you guys ported at that beach, that amazing white sand beach, clear water. I think that was when you were switching boats. Just amazing, man. I'm so happy for you, James. What an adventure. I know, and this is just the start of your adventure. They're in Masbate now over at Michael's house. They're there. I saw a few live streams they were doing. Should be a great time. Can't wait to watch all the videos. James and Karen's Adventures video, and also Ray in the Philippines, and also Michael, the thriving expat YouTube channel. JP, Ginno, after the new year, when is the best time to land in Aklan? What the best time to land Aklan after New Year? After Atiatihan. I think you had mentioned, JP, you're not big on the loud noise, the partying, and all that, because that's what Atiatihan is all about. Atiatihan is basically the Filipino Mardi Gras. So you might, and then the flights are expensive. To fly to Cali, hotels are expensive, but you're not gonna have a problem with hotel. I think you're planning on La Casa too, La Casa Española, but I'll make sure I'll get the dates. Hold on, I can Google it real quick, like what the dates. I don't have the dates of Ati-Atihan memorized, but it's better if you fly in after Ati-Atihan. Ati-Atihan is like all the flights are packed, hotels, just thousands and thousands of people in Calibo for Ati-Atihan. So not a good time to go to Kalibo if you don't like the revelry, all the craziness that goes on. But if you're up for some adventure, like let me see, Atihan, and they're having the opening salvo. First week of October is opening salvo at Atihan, 3 days. It's kind of like a pre Atihan, 3 days of celebration in Kalibo. But the Atihan itself for I'll put here 2026 schedule. There you go, dates. I'll put dates. The dates for Atihan, January 11th to January 18th. So I would not fly in if to avoid the Atihan if you don't want to join in the fest. If you do before, if you arrive before 11, you should be okay. If you want to just, but you'll be if you stuck in your apartment. But it's away. At least La Casa Española is away from all the revelry. You won't hear. Maybe a little bit of drums. You may, when they're on their way to like the parade grounds, the parade route and all that, and you can still go grocery shopping. Still doable, but try to avoid flying in January 11th to January 18th. Maybe like a few days or a week after the 18th. That might be the best time to fly into Kalibo. Gonna be packed in Kalibo. Me actually, during Atihan, we usually park our car or Bumblebee. Usually Bumblebee because it's hard. Chaos driving in Kalibo. Usually what we do is we park our Bumblebee, our tricycle on the Numancia side of the bridge. There's parking area, and we walk to Kalibo, and then we just walk in Kalibo. Almost impossible to get around Kalibo on a vehicle or a tricycle during Atihan. Just madness, but fun madness in Kalibo. Greetings and salutations, HD. Greetings and salutations. Just saw a video. How we're doing, my sister's 69, I'm 59. I'm recovering from cancer. My sister's recovering from our pacemaker replacement. She had the pacemaker replaced last December. So you never, we always like keep in touch. We're always like we always just make sure we say I love you, sister. I love you, brother. Before we end our call. It's like you just never know. You never know, man. Crashing the drone, yeah. James showed me that. Showed me that video on his phone at the party this Saturday. Hi JP, did you take your friend to Roa City? And we had planned, but something came up. He was supposed to come with us, but last minute something came up. So no big deal. That's why I always tell people, it's like when they schedule something with me, meetups or whatever, I kind of like to do it just like on the day off or the day before, just message me. I'll try to make it happen if you want to meet me in Kalib. Because when you plan things, ahead of time, something always happens, And now, it's like I'm scared, if I go to Iloilo now, I'm sure there's so many people that want to see Dazzle and I, or our friends, we want to see them too. So it's hard to like maneuver, the scheduling. That's why if you're there, I'll try to make it there. Like I tell people, when you get to Boracay, text me, message me. I'll see what I can do. It's like, because people are like, they'll message me, hey, Ginno, I'm going to be in Boracay in November. I'm going to be in Boracay in December. Would like to meet you. And I'm like, it's hard for me to plan, it's like, because there's people wanting to meet us here. There's also like, when the weather's not good, I try not to drive on the highways here when it's like raining here because, more accidents on the road. Final score, Eagle. Oh, that's kind of like the replay of the Super Bowl. That's a replay of the Super Bowl, Ray. Good morning, Fortune. Good morning, Fortune. The Panay Posse. All right. Hey, speaking of the Panay Posse, the creator of the name Panay Posse, Daniel from Jacksonville, Florida. Lucy, I'm home. All right. I remember that. Ricardo, what was that? Was it Ricardo or Richie something? I remember. I Love Lucy, the show, but it's been a while. I have not seen I Love Lucy show in a long time. Sergeant Frugal, Sergeant. Hey, I claimed that. I claimed that name, man. Sergeant Frugal, man. You know, I gotta make every penny count here in the Philippines. My pension, my military pension. I mean, I gotta make every single penny count. Mustafa, all right. Fortune, Rojas to Liklan by land is about 3 hours. Yes. Ferry, no, there's not a ferry from Rojas to Caticlan. There used to be, Fortune, from Calibo, there used to be it was called like Philippine Airlines. Of course, Philippine Airlines doesn't even fly to Calibo anymore. But before, Philippine Airlines had a boat. And it was the coolest thing. And it's like a yacht-looking boat, a long passenger boat. And what Philippine Airlines used to do when you land in Calibo, they take you to the port, which is like maybe not even 10 minutes from the airport. They transferred you by bus from the airport to like the port, the jetty port, and you get on the boat. And it's like, it had Mabuhay, Philippine. It was like, it was a Philippine Airlines boat. And directly they take you to Boracay Island. You don't even pass the terminal where you enter Boracay, the Cagban port. They had their own terminal on Puka Beach because they're building the hotel there by Puka Beach. Maybe they'll bring back that that boat or something somehow, because the hotel that they were building at Puka Beach, right at the entrance of Puka Beach, ginormous hotel resort development. That was Philippine Airlines building that. So, but the last time I was there in June, it was still under construction. But no ferries at the moment from Rojas City or Calibo headed to Boracay. You have to go to Caticlan. And when you get to Caticlan, there's two ports. The Caticlan Jetty Port, that's the main port. The other, they switch between Caticlan and Tabon, or our land. Our land is in Tabon Port. Our land that we bought in Caticlan is a 5-minute walk to Tabon Port. So they switch between ports depending on the tide, if it's high tide, low tide, the waves. Sometimes in Caticlan Jetty Port, the boats are like this, up and down, dangerous. So they move to Tabon Port. Sometimes Tabon Port's like that. So they kind of switch. And then there's days when both ports, you can't get the ferry. That's why there's a push. There's a push for the bridge, because not just the ferry problem getting people to Boracay, but also electricity. Like electricity is down because that electricity connection from Boracay that's underwater to Boracay, it broke this weekend. So no telling how long they're gonna fix that. I think they were talking about extending a new line or something, but still, most of that's gonna be temporary. That's why they were talking about the bridge, because they can build the power line underneath the bridge or something, protected from the elements. Edgar, all right, Edgar. I saw your post, Edgar. It said there, one day, one day. All right, man. I cannot wait to meet you in person, Edgar. I'm ready to pick you up at the airport, Edgar, in Caticlan, in Boracay Airport. And Fortune, don't forget the late comer. So Daniel, the late comer. Hey, Ray in the Philippines, also in the house. He's also in Masbate with James. I saw them on the boat. I saw Ray on the boat, on the banca. Check out his channel also. Check out Ray in the Philippines YouTube channel also. JP, it seems like forever since I have been able to get on here. Yeah, people were telling me, JP, is that the notification with YouTube. I don't know what's going on with YouTube because like I'm looking at when it's some of our videos, like when I release the video, it says 0 views, and I'm looking, people are watching, I'm commenting, but there's all kinds of things going on with YouTube, especially like after this live stream, it's supposed to save it. It takes forever now to save it, and then it creates like a schedule. Like there's all kinds of glitches happening with YouTube. So I don't think there's nothing we can do about it. Like I can't do about it. I can report it. I can keep reporting to YouTube, but YouTube is doing funny things. YouTube is doing funny things. Good day, Edgar, JP. Good morning, everyone. All right. There he is, the thriving Philippine expat. This is Michael. Hi, hello. All right. Thank you. I've subscribed to your channel already. That's why I see your live streams. Sometimes when people are commenting, I don't like to comment. I'll comment when there's too much, because I know sometimes it's hard to. But I watch. I pay attention. Thank you for subscribing. The thriving Philippine expat in Masbate. Oh, hello, India. All right. I'm not Indian. I'm Filipino. I always get confused. People always tell me I look Indian or I look like Gus Fring. That's the two. But I'm Filipino. I'm Filipino-American. I'm an American citizen, and I'm also a Filipino citizen. Masbate in the house. I know, right? Masbate in the house. Hello, everyone. Please check out Thriving Philippine Expat. He's got some good videos about off-grid in Masbate. He has an awesome solar system, fully solar system house in Masbate. If you want to know anything about planting vegetable crops, man, Michael is your man. The thriving he is thriving. Perfect name for Michael. He is a thriving expat here in the Philippines. Ginno graduated from high school before I was born. See, man, I'm old, man. I'm old. You weren't even born, HD. I'm old, brother. I'm old. Carbon dating? I'm not that old yet. I'm still alive, man. It's all good though, man. I feel young at heart. HD. I'm back in the gym, after this live stream. When Dazzle gets up, we're back in the gym. So I'm feeling good. I'm taking my supplements, my protein, my amino acids, my collagen. There you go. James said, Starlink Mini is the way to go for signal. And James is like an expert on the Starlink Mini. He's had it for months now. Different batteries he's tried. He got it down now. It's like on the banca, he can live stream from anywhere in the Philippines. I told James at the party, I was talking to James, I told him, man, he's one of a kind here in the Philippines, and I do not see any other vlogger here in the Philippines live streaming from the middle of the ocean. That is just so cool to me, man. It's like, I have yet to see another vlogger. I can't find one. In the Philippines that is vlogging out in the middle of the ocean. To me, that is just so awesome. That is just so cool. The thriving expat, Michael White. Yes, Ray in the Philippines. Michael White, the thriving expat. Sir, when did you open? Oh, third eye out. All right. All right, there's a Steve. You will pass by. That's not a third eye. That's a mole. I've had that since I was little, and it's not cancerous because I had to check. I'm a cancer recovery patient, so. It's not a cancerous mole, if you're wondering if it's a cancerous mole. Steve, you will pass by Calibo and Ginno. Yes, yeah. From if you're coming from Rojas City, yeah, you will pass me because you can bypass Calibo now if you're there's a diversion road. You'll still hit like the Tigayon area. You won't hit Calibo Poblacion, but they built this really nice diversion road. It goes from Tigayon in Calibo, passes like the longest bridge in Panay Island. It's called the longest bridge in Panay Island. Really cool bridge. You can even stop and like take pictures on the bridge, or maybe a drone fly. You know, it's a really long bridge. I don't know. You might have to check the aviation thing. James, he would know that. James knows all about flying drones here in Calibo. But the longest bridge, you go through the town of Lezo, Aklan. You go through the town of from Lezo to Makato, long diversion road. I would say at least 10 kilometers, 10, 15 kilometers on the diversion road. Cuts the travel. I would say, man, it cut the travel by at least 15 minutes. Instead of going to Calibo Poblacion, you're like, avoid that. It's the diversion road. There's several diversion roads now in Aklan province, and they're amazing to use. You can use that one, the Calibo to Makato diversion road, and then when you get to Tangalan Aklan, there's another diversion road there. What the diversion roads do is instead of you, like for us, if I'm driving my car, I'm here in Numancia, I gotta go to Caticlan, instead of me passing through towns, when you pass through a town, it's usually like a public market, like their plaza area. It slows you down because, like, you know, there's tricycles, people walking on the street. You have to slow down. It's not a highway. So what the diversion road does is like it bypasses the towns. They make it around the town, so like it's like a highway. You can just keep going fast, keep going. When I say fast, I only go like 60 kilometers per hour, you know, like 39 miles per hour. I call that fast already on the highway here. I know people go faster than that. I know they go 100 kph, sometimes 80 to 100 kph. I don't. I'm a slow driver. I take my time. I go 60 kph, maybe 70, you know, maybe pushing it at 70 kilometers per hour. Hello, Thriving Philippine Expat. Yes, check out his channel. Michael has a pretty cool channel. Hi, HD. Do you have any tales you can... Oh, I'm sure, HD, I'm sure Ray, he can tell you about his adventures in Roa City. Yeah, his Canadian Beaver. I'm sure Canadian Beaver adventures. HD, ask him about chicken feet. Yeah, I heard a story about chicken feet from Ray. Hello, Van, Virgin. James, you had faster travel yesterday. Ray said you arrived 4 p.m., so about 5 hours. I know they had to, you know, they had to change boats. You know, they had to like go to Anao Island, and then a different boat took them to Masbate. That's usually what delays, you know, like when you have to, because right now the problem, it would have been a quicker trip before when they had the fast craft, the big fast craft. Right now they're using the banca. But for me, that would be a more of an adventure. You know, the fast craft are like, you know, the big public transportation boats, faster, will get you there faster. But, you know, the banca is more fun. The banca is more fun. Ginno HD, Edgar, all right, Daniel. Ray, James, and Karen are here. Yes, Michael White is hosting them at his home in Masbate. Really kind of Michael sponsoring Ray, James, and Karen. Ryan, watching Seaman before. All right, watching Seaman. Ryan Quinto. Hey, Daniel. All right. The heart of our home. Hello, good morning. All right. From Oceanside. Oceanside, California. My Southern California peeps. You know, my Southern California peeps. HD, What adventures have you planned for your Masbate guests? James, Ray and I had to jump in the bunker. I know, I saw that, James. They had to, in the mud, they had to like push the bunker. They had to jump in the water, push the bunker in the muddy waters, you know. Hey, that is part of the adventure. That's part of the adventure, James. I mean, how many people get to say that, right? What did you do on a Sunday? I pushed a bunker in muddy waters. That's so cool. That's so cool, man. LOL. You have to wait for my live stream, HD. Yeah, there you go. Wait, wait for Ray's live stream. Yeah, he'll have stories, many stories, to share. I'm sure. Ray, I know Ray is having the time of his life. You know, yes, I remember at the party, Ray was like Dazzle, Leanna, Ray, Scuba Steve. They had the driver of Michael Smith's golf clubs. His driver, they were like hitting golf balls, and one of like the golf balls like he had like a catchment area where you shoot the golf balls. Man, the ball like flew up in it and it went in the water. At least 50 yards in the air, landed in the ocean. And then Dazzle was running there, got the ball in the water. She got all her sandals all wet. I was telling Dazzle, why didn't you remove your sandals when you got on the water? She was like, I was just excited to get the ball. You know, she said, I was excited to get the ball. And we're happy. I was happy to meet Ray in person because he's been at James and Karen, but with the scheduling, with people coming here, but I was happy I finally got to meet him in person. It was fun hanging out. The Colonel. Hey, good morning, Colonel. Ginno, they finished the landers? No, that's gonna be a little bit. I remember in like 6 months ago, they were just groundbreaking of the landers. But it should go up quick though, because it's a private company. It's not a government project. Government projects here have a tendency of like delays. But a private company, that landers, I know they want to speed that up. It's in a great location. It's by Mega World. Good day, JK. Oh, JKR. I like that abbreviation there, Fortune. James, Karen, Ray. JKR. Hello, Von. You guys are Oh, thank you, Von. It's just fun when we get together. You can just feel, just the friendship. We just like support each other. No jealousy of any kind. We're just like good friends. I'm always like, that's why we love going to Roa City, because we see our good friends, Michael, Kat, and Laura. Dazzle and Lara, they have like a special connection. Lara, Tita Dazzle is what Lara calls her. We always have a great time. That's why when you guys come here, you just tell me, I want to go to the Canadian Beaver. I'll take you. It's not a problem for me. It's an easy drive for me. We can stay overnight, hang out at the Canadian Beaver. I'll introduce you to like Michael and Kat and Lara. Very friendly. I mean, Michael and Kat, they're very friendly, good people, great people. That's why they're thriving. They're good family, and it's like that's why they're thriving. They're thriving in Roa City. I mean, Michael, he brings in so much to Roa City. I'm not sure if they gave him the key to the city yet, but they should. I mean, all the hotel owners on the main road in Bye-Bye, they are benefiting from the Canadian Beaver, especially the San Antonio Resort. All those hotels, people that are coming to Roa City, they're staying there because of Michael. They want to meet Michael. They want to check out the Canadian Beaver. I know it's increased everybody's business around that area. I hope someday I hope the city recognizes that. Ray, we are drinking coffee. All right. All right. Thank you. And having a Ginno watch party. Thank you. Thank you, Ray. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. James, Karen, Ray, Michael, and Michael family. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, yes, for sure. Yeah, after my live stream, and I won't keep it long. I'll keep it a little bit more here, but I won't do my usual long. I want you guys switch over to watch it. I'll watch it too. I'll watch it too. I'll watch their live stream too. I'll get on their live stream too. Good day, Daniel, Colonel. All right, thank you, Fortune. Double tap. All right, thank you, Ray. Ginno, kumusta na? Mabuti, mabuti. June, Pogi. June, I like Pogi. Pogi, guapo. That's usually, I think that's what Ray was calling himself. Ray Guapo. Ray Guapo. Pogi, guapo, that's like handsome. Handsome here in the Philippines. That's perfect conditions for mud bogging. Yes, but so slippery for our bikes. So slippery for our bikes. After Ati-Atihan is Dinagyang in Iloilo. Yes, yes. Sorry, I am behind. My was late today. Your short bus, Daniel. You're funny. Ati-Atihan and Sinulog in Cebu happen at the same time. Yeah, January seems to be like a festival time, in Visayas anyway, I know. But there's festivals all over the Philippines, all throughout the year, different times of the year. But it seems like most of the one in Visayas is in January. If you have a boo-boo, can you always have... make it better. Make it better. LOL, you have to earn kisses here after. Yes, HD, but he has not shaved yet. Oh, I'm going to shave. The Lone Ranger. All right, the Lone Ranger. Thank you for joining the live stream. And I'm thinking the Lone Ranger's from Oregon. I think you're from Oregon. You haven't been in the live stream, a couple of live stream, but I think you're from Oregon. Jedi, hi po. Do you know who is Noy Palmer? I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with that name. I am Sergeant Frugal too. My ticket to Asia, I'm trying to get a discount if I ride on the... That's funny, Daniel. LOL. When are you flying to the PI, Daniel? I think you're about the same time, JP. I think you and Daniel are about the same time. How was the party? I bet Lara was... Oh, yes. The minute we came there and Dazzle walked into their house, inside the house, and Lara was sitting down, and she kind of beamed, she had the smile, They have a connection. They always have, the two of them always have a connection, Lara and Dazzle. The Masbate party. We miss JP for the... Yes, yeah. JP, I think he's still working, and then overtime, just trying to finish up. I know he was telling me one time they were scheduling him more for overtime, but he's winding down his career, getting ready to be a full-time retiree in the Philippines. You can always do Space A flight. The notification, he probably can do maybe, but it's hard to do the Space A just because, it's standby. Space A flight, what HD is talking about, is standby travel, a military aircraft. You can probably get as close to maybe Yokota in Japan or Okinawa in Kadena Air Base, close to the Philippines. But there's no Space A flight to the Philippines, unfortunately. No flights going in, military flight. They're not allowing Space A travel to the Philippines. The notification worked for me today. All right, Edgar. All right, Edgar. And if you get on that plane before I say, Edgar, safe travels, my friend. I will see you at the airport. Do not worry, I'll be outside. All you got to do is when you land in Katiklan, Boracay Airport, on the arrival, it's a small building. Just walk out the building. The minute you walk out the building, you will see me. You will see me there. I might have to slip the security guard so I can help you with your luggage. But I will be there. I will be there, Edgar. I am departing in early March, but stopping in Tokyo. Yes, yes. So JP is gonna get here before Daniel. Daniel in March, JP more likely end of January. I think YouTube is confused with the time. Like me, when I comment, it's Sunday PM here, Monday AM there. Yeah, Vaughn, YouTube is like doing a lot of crazy things. I mean, YouTube is even like, I've mentioned this before, there will be comments on our Dazzle TV, on our video, that on my Dazzle TV account where I reply, I can see. Because Dazzle, she's got a personal account, and she'll tell me all the time, babe, you haven't replied on that comment. I'm going, what comment? I didn't see that. And she'll show me. I was like, and we looked at my Dazzle TV, and then her account, and it's not showing. Then I always report it. I always report it to YouTube, but a lot of times they don't. I don't think they do anything. I'm sure they're so busy with so many. Vegas Wheel, Vegas Wheel. I did my Mr. Weatherman report already, Vegas Wheel. Not much to report here. There's a low pressure area in Mindoro area, but no typhoons. I am surprised really because at the beginning of the month they said possible 4 typhoons this month, but so far we've only had one this month. Edgar, I will warn the customs people to search your bags. Extra thoroughly in Tokyo. That's funny. Ray, we almost lost the drone. The boat got out of the drone's range. Had to get to reverse their aim. That's cool, man. That's cool. That is so cool, man. That's so cool. Yeah, the boat. I didn't know the boat can go reverse. Because I didn't know the boats can go reverse. Because I remember the banca in Boracay. The guys usually push off with a long bamboo, to like push it off the port. They usually. So I didn't know it had a reverse. I didn't know it had a reverse, man. Hello, Daniel. Wow, thanks. Very kind of you. Very kind of you. Do the same for you and have them add a cavity search. You guys are crazy, man. You guys are crazy. Is giving us the sneak peek on his list of tales in Masbate. All right, I'm gonna be on that live stream, man. The minute I'll end the live stream sooner today. That way we can get on the live stream with Ray in the Philippines or James and Karen's or the Thriving Expat. We'll have to. I won't make this live stream long. I'll just go through the messages here and we can end it. From Bani Capaz, Olatayan, Zapatos. Uy, Zapatos Island. I never heard that. Fortune, Zapatos Island. That's like Shoe Island. The Shoe Island. Maybe shape of a shoe. We have Crocodile Island here by Boracay because it's shaped like a crocodile head. I like how they come up with these names, man. To Hintolo, then Kalumpang, Balud. Yeah, I know a lot of traveling out in the ocean, man. That's why it's so cool, man. It's like the Sibuyan Sea. They are going to teach me Tong Its. All right, Tong Its. Mom is a Tong Its queen. Mom knows how to play Tong Its. I think I played it once. I'm quite not good at it, but I'm sure I can pick it up if they teach me more of it. But I have played Tong Its. But mom is like the Tong Its expert. Not sure about the spelling. You got it. I think you got it. I think you got the right spelling. I have a bad feeling I am going to be frugal. Yeah. Yeah, like Gin Rummy, like Gin Rummy. That's a three-player game, Ray. It's nice. It was even made into online. Yes, online tong. It's online. I have seen that. I've never played it online, but I have seen. Uh, I was trying to make strip tong. It's a thing. Strip tong. It's you're funny. I don't think it's gonna catch. I don't think the strip tong. It's is gonna catch, Ray. I don't think that's gonna happen. You know, Filipinas are pretty conservative. Pretty conservative. Unless you get alcohol in them. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Rick. HD, Ray in the building. You can always propose the popular Vegas spray to your advantage. What happens in Masbate? Hey, that's a good one. That's a good one, HD. You can put that in a shirt. What goes on? What happens in Masbate stays in Masbate. LOL, HD. I'm just being silly. I know you're being silly, Ray. I'm just playing along with it. HD. If Lynn is in the chat, she might start getting the wrong idea. Daniel, like, all right. Okay, guys, I'm going to make some moves. Have to shower, shave. All right, freshen up. All right. Take care, brother. Love you, brother. Hug and shorties. All right. The shorties. Cat played good golf in Iloilo. That's why Mike probably had that. So Cat can. Yes. I can tell. I've seen Cat swinging the at the golf course. She's got a good swing. You can tell. Mike was telling me, Cat is pretty. Cat is like Dazzle, athletic. They're petite in stature, but they're pretty athletic, so they pick up sports really easy. And Michael was telling me that that's how Kat is. That's why she'll pick up golf. She'll get good at it. She'll get good at golf. I'm sure Dazzle, if I get her golf clubs, have her swinging, she's gonna get good at it too. But I told Dazzle that will be something further down, because there is a golf course in Boracay Island. Nice golf course too. Fairways and blue water. So someday, when we live in Caticlan, when we build our home in Caticlan, or if we decide to live in Boracay, just rent a condo, for sure. I wouldn't mind picking up the game. I was terrible. I've only tried golf twice, and I was terrible at it. But I got nothing else to do here. It's like, and if Dazzle likes it, we can play it in Boracay. Yes, I have to edit the birthday video too, Ray. I think I got like 3 videos that I can edit. I made a video at Robinson's Mall, little bit of SM Mall, the birthday video. So I got in the hotel video. So I have like 4 videos to edit sometime this week. So I'll release that. I think they are reopening Subic. I saw that that they're reopening Subic. But it's still gonna run by the Philippine government. It's not gonna be like what we remember, like what I remember. Subic was when I was stationed in the Philippines at Clark. It belonged to America. It was an American base. It's not gonna be like that. It's always gonna be the dynamic now. Is all these bases here in the Philippines, and it's expanding. I think the count now is 9. I don't know if the Subic will be included now, but Philippine owned, and Philippine run, but Americans can use it. I know people. I saw that, and you know how people get excited. They're like, "Oh, are they gonna open a BX or a PX or a commissary?" That's what the retirees here, the military retirees. That's what they're concerned here. But I don't think it'll ever get to that level because of the Constitution of the Philippines has to be revised. If that's the case, there's a clause now in the Constitution of the Philippines that doesn't allow a foreign nation like the United States to have military bases here. They would have to change something in the Philippine Constitution. I think it was 87 Constitution or 89 Constitution. So, but Americans are here. Trust me. I mean, not just American ships, American tanks, American jets, American bombers. They're all here. They're all ready to strike China if China gets an inkling of doing something. We got missiles here. We got cruise missiles here now in the Philippines aimed at China. So they have to think twice before they do anything here in Southeast Asia now. JP, since I would be able to rent a motorcycle in Aklan, I would like to work out how to buy one. All right. Actually, in Calibo, I have to double check, JP. In Calibo, I have to. Usually, the rental here, it's not like a shop to rent motorbikes. Usually, motorbikes here in Aklan, in the mainland, or Calibo, usually it's by person, like a person putting an ad on Facebook that they're willing to rent it. There's not a company. The rental agency in Calibo, they rent cars, but I'll have to double check. I'll have to double check if they added motorcycle to it, but I don't think they do because everybody just have motorcycles here. You know, it's so inexpensive to get a motorcycle, especially like a used motorcycle. You can get a used motorcycle here for like $700, $800. So, but we'll get to that. Don't worry, JP. I'll help you with that. Whatever you need. If we need to find a rental, if we need to find a dealership, whatever, you know, when you get here, I will help you with that, JP. Hang in. Hanjin, that's like the shipbuilding company, right? Fortune, thank you. Defaulted on loans in Subic. Severus of US took over, yes. Part of the deal was Philippine Navy to set up base there. Then Hyundai opened a new shipbuilding business. Yes. But, you know, like I said, Fortune, it'll never be like a United States military base again. There's going to be a lot of Americans, a lot of military, a lot of aircraft carriers going to be parked at Subic, but it will be run and operated by Filipinos. I don't think we'll ever see a United States military base again here in the Philippines, just because the Constitution of the Philippines doesn't allow it. I was thinking of a credit card buying option for that. That's why I asked about credit. Yeah, credit cards, it's hit or miss, HD, with credit cards here, especially in Aklan province. Might be easier in Iloilo. It's close enough, if, you know, more options of using your credit card in Iloilo City. Province, man, like Aklan province, a lot of businesses here just don't take credit cards, you know. Hospitals even don't take credit cards here. You know, it's just the thing, you know, it's like, I guess it costs money for them to have that feature. Like a lot of the dealerships here in Calibo, in Numancia, it's hit or miss. I know the Toyota Aklan dealership, the car dealership, I know they take credit cards, but the little motorcycle companies, a lot of them don't take credit cards. GP, I will figure it out for you. Oh yeah, that's right. Edgar's gonna be here, so we'll figure it out before you get here. JP, we should, boots on the ground. Edgar and I will be boots on the ground. We will go to the dealership. We will ask and we will inquire. Ask specifically about credit card, and just let me know what motorbike are you looking for. That way we can ask. And how much. And how much the motor. How much? the cavities are funny. You're funny. Jason Potter, they probably push the boats in shallow water so they don't stuck up. Yes. I saw James was like in the water. The water was until here, and James was holding at the bamboo thing, and it's like pushing the boat, you know. Scheffler again, leading with 3 holes to play. All right, Scheffler. The goal, I mean, he's just dominant. He's a dominant. I haven't watched Fortune. I haven't watched the PGA, in a while. You know, it's like but I have watched it before. I watched a Netflix special. I know that'll be, I'm sure they'll do another Netflix special about the PGA. Ray said stay as long as you want. No worries, man. And it's like not a problem, man. Gino, you can do the redirect of the live so that the current live viewers will automatically switch over to the channel. I'll just let people do it, man. I don't want to mess. I don't want to mess it up, man, because like when the live stream ends there, HD, it has to save the live stream. There's like a save. Once I end it, it goes saving, and I don't want to touch it, yeah, just because it's saving. They have the channels anyway. Ray in the Philippines is the name of the channel. James and Karen's Adventures is the other channel, and the Thriving Philippine Expat. You know, so it's not hard to find. Like me, like after the live stream, I subscribe to all their channels, so I can just go to the channel. As they say in Tagalog, pag may alak, may balak. All right, Fortune. I've heard that. Pag may alak, when there's alcohol involved, there's a plan. There's a plan. May balak, may balak. Dazzle needs a junior set of gloves. A junior set of gloves. Oh, I'm sure they got him available here. You know, I'm sure they got it available here, Ray. Small but powerful. Oh yeah, Dazzle. You know, so she might be small, Ray, but she's got a lot of power. A lot of power. She's done taekwondo. She was an athlete. She was a college volleyball player. She's a setter, a libero. Anything sports. We were in college. Dazzle actually played basketball too, if you can believe it. If you can believe it, Ray. And she was good at it. She was a good point guard. She's very athletic, you know. Don't underestimate Dazzle, even though she's small, man. She's like really, really good at any sports. I know if I introduced Dazzle to golf, you could tell, right, Ray, when we were there. When she started swinging, she didn't want to stop. She was like finishing all the golf balls, you know. She had like 20 to 30 swings, you know. She loves sports. She loves sports. I know that would be something she would like to do once we live closer to Boracay. Do they have mini golf in the PI? They do, but mostly in the big city. JP, not in Calibo. They don't have miniature golf in Calibo, or even Boracay. They didn't have miniature golf. I'm surprised. They really should build mini golf. Look like fishing poles. Scuba Steve. All right, Scuba Steve. All right. Yesterday on our way out from Roa City, I was eating at the Oishi Bachoy, the Japanese place in Rojas, Robinson's, and Scuba Steve and his wife. They were like walking. They found Dazzle and Leanna, and we were able to say our goodbyes. And I'm sure I'll see Scuba Steve when he comes back again here to Panay Island. And that's the thing with us, you know, like with Scuba Steve, with Ray, even though Ray's in Tagaytay, we're always gonna run into each other because we like each other. You know, it's like, you know, when you like somebody, you wanna hang out with them. And you know, and it's always like, you know, no planning. If you run into each other and go, whoa, dude, you know, you're happy when you see people, you know, when you see good people. It just makes you, it just brings joy into your life. When you see, like every time Dazzle and I, every time we see James and Karen, we're always excited to see them. Same thing with Mike and Kat and Laura. When we see them, we're excited. But we'll have to say, babe, is that a need or a want? You remember that I always tell Dazzle that. I always say, babe, is that a need or is that a want? I got that from our friend Gray. He's the one that told Dazzle that, and now I'm using it on her. 1987 Constitution, but with EDCA, U.S. Station Forces. Yes, that's the thing. Thank you, Fortune, for putting that. Like I said, the Constitution of the Philippines does not allow United States to open a military base anymore in the Philippines. They would have to rewrite the 1987 Constitution in order to have a United States military base again in the Philippines. But with the agreement, the EDCA is a joint venture with the Philippines. I don't think it's even needed. You know, it's like, I think the Americans are happy with the current agreement, current usage, and the U.S. is putting money in all the bases that they're using, and we're talking 50, 60 million dollars they're putting into like runways, the military bases that they use, because they have to be up to par, like U.S. standard. Imagine we're landing millions of dollars of aircraft on the Philippine runway. We don't want anything happening with our sophisticated aircraft. But it's a good partnership, and I think the partnership will thrive in the future. The current president, the Marcoses, the Marcoses, good or bad. I know people, I never get political or anything, but when President Marcos, the senior, was president of the Philippines for 20 years, we had U.S. military bases here because the Marcoses have always been pro-America. And I think the junior, Bongbong Marcos, the same thing. He went to America, met with President Trump. They're allies. I think that's clear now. It might have been clear with the previous administration because nothing against President Duterte. He was kind of like playing both sides, and I'm not mad at President Duterte. I mean, there's some logic to that, like playing both sides, right? Like he was playing China, he's playing U.S., kind of like who can give us more, But now I think it's clear cut that China is the Philippines' enemy, and the Philippines is an ally of the United States. I think that is clear now. It's like Philippines here, Filipinos here, we do not like China. Fortune, all right. So you're saying that Subic Bay will be like a condo. You may live there, but thank you. You can use the bases, not just Subic. There's many bases in the Philippines that the Filipinos are allowing Americans to use it. Like I said, you can live in it, use in it, but you just never can own it anymore. Not like it used to be. Renting from Facebook would be just fine. I wouldn't mind renting until Barako built. With your shark fin, all right, JP, that's easy. We can, we will find you a motorbike when you get it. Gcash works great everywhere in the Philippines. Yes, Scuba Steve, that's what I use. Scuba Steve, I use Gcash and cash. I no longer have any credit card, American credit card, Philippine credit card. I do not have any credit card. I strictly use cash or Gcash, and I'm able to book hotels, book airlines. There's nothing I can't do, as far as. For me, there's just not a need anymore for credit cards. The risk to me is not worth it owning a credit. The risk of it, number getting stolen, some crazy dude charging your account. To me, the risk is not just worth it for me. When are you arriving, Edgar? Edgar is arriving on Thursday, Philippine time at 12 noon in Boracay Airport. I got all his schedule. I'll be in the airport waiting for Edgar. So today is Monday. So 3 days from now, Edgar lands in the Philippines. I think he lands before that. I think he was gonna go check out Cebu. I think first. His flight is from Cebu and then to Boracay Airport. But I will be there on Thursday to pick up Edgar and start his life here in the Philippines in Calibo. So hopefully he likes Calibo, but no pressure. Edgar, it's like I'm just gonna assist Edgar the best I can, so he has a soft landing here. That way, when he gets here, he has a friend here. He has somebody to assist him. And then if someday he wants to check out Iloilo, check out Boracay, check out Rose City, all up to Edgar. Vegasville said hi. All right, very soon, Edgar is on it. HD, I will ask all dealers about credit cards. Yes. We will make note, right, Edgar? We will make note. JP, this Thursday, Friday. Fortune, I don't watch it either recently, but I keep tabs. Sayang Pinay Bianca Pagdaganan was joint fifth heading into the fourth round. but she went on 3. Oh, okay, all right. Golf, golf. I was trying to figure it out. I was trying to figure out. All right. So you must be a golfer, Fortune. You must be a golfer because you're really into the golf, man. You're really into the golf. Gino, you have to watch the last part of the boat trip. I will, I will. James was hanging with the crew, and I think he was trying to get a job. He was trying to get a job. All right, I'll watch the replay. I'll watch the replay. That's funny. He's trying to get a job with the boat crew. That is funny. Also, pag may balat, may malat. Maybe balat. Balat is like, what is that? Like, um, birthmark? A birthmark? Yeah. They always tease you here in the Philippines, you have a birthmark. They always say, like, if you got a birthmark in your butt, if you got a birthmark in your butt, you're like unlucky. You're like unlucky. They always tease people here. They have a birthmark on their butt. Oh, you're unlucky. She dazzles. Yes, yes. That, and I always tell Dazzle, Dazzle might be small, but she's got the biggest heart that I know. I always tell Dazzle that. So, she's been small all her life. So, it's not like it's new to her that, that's what people notice about her. And she's used to it, It's like, and here in the Philippines, if you know the dynamic here in the Philippines, elementary or high school here, the kids here are brutal. The two things, if you're small and if you're dark, if you're a dark Filipina, a dark Filipino, you're gonna be teased here, like most of your elementary and high school years. For some reason, Filipinos prefer lighter skin. The darker you are here, you're gonna get called names when you're in school here, unfortunately. But that's pretty much anywhere. There's always kids can be rough. Kids can be rough in school. Yeah, there you go. Somebody said that too, Mom. Plus, Dazzle is small but terrible. Yeah, she's, like I said, Dazzle's always been athletic, really good at any sports that she does. Growing up, Dazzle was a little bit of a tomboy. She loves sports. She played with the boys. She played with, and Dad used to teach Dazzle how to box. If Dazzle had become a man, she would have kicked butt in boxing. HD, pag may wine, you're mine. Pag may wine, you're mine. That's funny. That's funny. Edgar, I will see what price I can get to see if Mom can get much better price. Yeah. Edgar will probably hide you in the car. When it's time to, maybe to look, you're with us, but like when it's time to purchase, we'll have to keep you in the car. AC on, of course. That way, you're nice and cool in the car. We do not want to be you with them when they bargain. Let Mom and let Dazzle do the bargaining. I don't even open my mouth, when they're bargaining because I don't speak Aklanon. So when I open my mouth and I speak Tagalog, the price might go up a little. It's like they know I'm not local. They know I'm not Aklanon. We'll let all the bargaining, all the negotiating. We'll let Dazzle and Mom do that. See, Mom said yes. Yeah, see, Mom said yes. Mom said yes. Pagtalo sa tong its and may meron sa tabi, lasma. Malas, like bad luck, bad luck. Here in the Philippines, you'll notice that too. There's a lot of sayings here. There's a lot of sayings, especially the older generation. They have a lot of sayings that, sometimes I'm like, oh, okay, that's what, when I hear it, I'm like, oh, I've never heard of that before. Okay. Ako, bukod, sa mata. Sibuyas. Sibuyas is onions. You know how you cry when you chop onions? So that's what, it hurts the eyes. It hurts the eyes. Yeah. Personally, I prefer US instead of China. You're right. I think that's pretty much everybody. It's hard to find a Filipino Fortune here in the Philippines that would rather partner with China than the US. That's like the worst partner to ever. That's why, China, all they want to do is put your country in debt. That is China's goal. It's like they'll say they'll fix your roads, they'll fix your bridges, they'll fix your buildings, but all China's plan is like to bury your country in debt and then take over your resources. To me, China, not the people, but like China, the government, they're just evil, man. That's an evil country. LOL, biggest whale. JP, I will need a Philippines phone number to get a Gcash account, right? Yes. Your Philippine phone number, JP, if you use Smart or Globe, is also your Gcash account number. Like on this phone, my Smart number is also my Gcash account number. And you will need the ACR card. Once you get your ACR card, that's gonna take at least after 2.5 months, we'll get your ACR card, then we can open your Gcash account with that. Dazzle has done that with Ruben, with Frederick, with a few people here. So that's how we've been doing it. Like, we have to wait until the ACR card, then we can open a Gcash account. Cheap old phone, or see if your phone has 2 eSIM. Yes, just make sure the phone that you bring here is unlocked already. That way you don't have any trouble. Either if there's slots for the SIM or eSIM, both will work here. eSIM will work here. But the key is make sure that the cell phone you bring, smartphone, whatever phone you bring, make sure it's an unlocked phone already. Because if it's not unlocked, they might have trouble loading an eSIM or a SIM on it. When we get to the posse assembled, we will need get a picture post with MacArthur at Leyte. I shall return. Hey, that's one place I wouldn't mind going. Two places I want to go to Corredor. I haven't been to that one, and then Leyte, where MacArthur landed, and the monument that they have there, him walking, General MacArthur. I wouldn't mind going there for sure. We can assemble the ones that want to go. We can fly over there for sure. I'll be the tour guide. I don't play golf. Okay, all right, Fortune. I just thought maybe, because I'm the same way though, Fortune. I'll watch golf. I know the players in golf. I've watched it before. Not as much now, but same thing. I still watch. But I played golf twice and I was horrible at it. Southern Child Benny, Ginno, a leaked draft of National Defense Strategy would place protecting the homeland and Western above the military's long-standing countering adversaries like China. Oh yeah, we gotta watch China, man. It's like, if there's a country that will cause like worldwide chaos, it'll be China. I think. I don't know, for me, I've done enough reading. I've seen enough of the bullying here at the West Philippine Sea. China's goal is like world domination. They want to like take over resources of the world. They want to be the money of the world. They want to take over the world, and we're the line of defense. The United States is the line of defense for against China. If true, it's bad news for the Philippines. Will the U.S. really honor mutual defense treaty? I think, I have no doubt, the Philippines is a long-standing ally of the United States. The United States doesn't want China gaining any ground anywhere in the world. It's like U.S. will be there. I have faith in that. It's not just U.S. You got Australia, Japan, South Korea. There's an alliance. Against China, because if China takes over Taiwan or the Philippines, what is stopping them from going to South Korea and Japan? And Japan and South Korea knows that. That's why Japan is providing weapons here too. South Korea is providing weapons to the Philippines too. Ships, airplanes. They want to militarize the Philippines too. We are. I mean, we're getting F-16s from the United States. We bought missiles, BrahMos missiles from India, buying more of it. Japan is donating destroyers to the Philippines. So the Philippines is arming itself too. It's not like we're like, we can't defend ourselves here. And it's hard to find a battle in the Philippines too. If you think about it, I don't know if it's political, but we're spread out. There's 7,000 islands here. There's a lot of jungle here. If China comes here, Filipinos can do jungle warfare too, like Vietnam did back in the day. It's like the Philippines. They might be able to take Manila or Quezon City, but once the Filipinos do guerrilla warfare in the jungles here, I don't think China will be happy to do that around here. They're gonna, and it's not like we don't have weapons. Filipinos got guns too. If you talk to Filipinos here, man, they got rifles, they got M16s, they got weapons too. It's not like an easy takeover by China coming in here. Filipinos will defend themselves. I know I would, man. I'll join the fight if China ever comes to the Philippines. I do not mind going out that way. I'm not gonna run back to the U.S. with my tail like running, like I gotta find safety in the U.S. I'm gonna be fighting here in the Philippines. I'm gonna arm myself and I'm gonna be fighting if the Chinese comes here. Will be the MacArthur. We have to put there. All right, I can do that, man. I've done that. JB. I went to Corredor in 2002. There's a tour in CCP to leave in the morning, last ferry. Then, oh, nice. I'll have to check what kind of tour they have. MacArthur was on my father's ship during Oh, wow. Lone Ranger. That's awesome. Good. Thank you for sharing that. Your father got to see General MacArthur. I would stay and resist. At my age, with no kids, right? For me, JP, I'm not gonna be running back. Somebody had asked that on the channel here. Protect your family, take them to the U.S. I'm not. Dazzle, Leanna, mom, and them. They're used to like the hiding in the mountains here. I'll hide them somewhere. Dazzle will probably fight with me. She said, I'm not leaving your side, but I'm gonna fight too. It's like, so it's not like everybody's not gonna fight. Filipinos, I know, will fight. It's a nice tour. You can see the long guns, ruins, barracks. Oh man, that's awesome. Looking forward to that tour, Fortune. The tour. All right, I got to the bottom. I'm gonna end the live stream here. That way, I'll switch over to Ray in the Philippines or James and Karen's adventure, please, or the Thriving Philippine Expat. Switch over to their live stream. Good morning, Brian, my good friend in Galveston County. All right, take care, everyone. Please switch over there. I will switch over there. So whoever goes online there, I'll be on the live stream. Thank you so much. For joining the live stream. And actually, it's getting sunny here. Before I end, I'll show you the sunshine here in our area. So we are getting some sunshine. It's not raining here. Finally, we got the sun, because earlier I was waiting for the sun to come out, but now it's like, woo, man, that is hot. That sun is hot. Look at that. There's some clouds here still, probably gonna